Hey, it's Waalaa again here from the game CodeLaamaa. Last time we looked at logic blocks. These are the basic blocks used for decision making by computers. Now, let's see how these logic blocks are used by the decision making block known as the if block or the if-else block. The if block or the if-else block are designed to only execute code if the decision is true. The blocks that you attach next to the word if are the conditions. The conditions are the logic blocks that you learned about in the last video. Examples could be if A is greater than B, or if temperature is greater than 25, or if speed is greater than 25 and less than or equal to 35. Now the if-else block is similar to the if block, except that if the condition in the if portion isn't true, then do whatever is in the else block. Otherwise, ignore the code in the else block. There's also the if-else else block, where if the condition in the if block isn't true, then check the else if condition. Now, if the else if condition isn't true, then do whatever is in the else block, but only one out of the three are executed. Now, let's have a look at an example in our mission window. Alright, so here we are in our mission level. We're going to start by grabbing a new variable. We're going to call this variable temperature. Or just let's start with T to keep it simple. So it looked like it didn't catch it there, so we'll try again. Letter T, hit done. Okay, well, temp. And now let's ask the user for input. So we'll grab a little prompt block from our I/O. And the message will be enter a temperature. Alright, we're asking for a number. Now let's jump into grabbing an if block. Just a simple if block. And we're going to grab one of our logic blocks that we talked about last time. And we'll check to see if... Well, first we grab a number value. We'll change that number value to be 25. And we're going to check to see if temp is greater than 25. We'll put the jump block in. So if the temperature is greater than 25, we will make monkey jump there. So let's run it. We'll enter temperature. We'll start by entering a temperature of 30. Hitting OK. And we'll see that yes, because it is greater than 25, monkey will jump. And if we're ready to run it again, we enter a small temperature of 20, hit done, and you'll see that monkey does nothing. Alright, moving on to our next example. We're going to grab a new variable. We'll call this variable speed. So we'll play with some speeds here. Grab a second. Oh, it looks like it didn't catch speed there, so we'll try again, entering speed. Grab a prompt block. And our message will be basically enter a speed. Now let's grab our if block. But we're going to add some options. We're going to add an else if and an else option to this example here. So if blocks can be ifs or they can be else ifs. And we'll grab our logic block. And we'll check to see if speed is greater than 50. And what should we do? We should have monkey punch. Now for the else if, we're going to check to see if the else if is within a range. So our little logic block is going to get a little bit more extravagant here. We're going to need to check to see if speed is between, or at least greater than, grab a little number block there, and we'll see if speed is greater than 25. But we're going to need another one as well. So I want to try and duplicate the block. So there's an option to duplicate and copy blocks. Because you'll find that in the game it is useful to take advantage of duplicate. By pressing and holding on the block area a little longer, you can actually get duplicate to go. So we'll just duplicate. We'll just change the second block to be speed is less than 45. And we'll grab an AND block because we're going to check for both conditions. So we're going to put one of the speed blocks into one side, and we'll put the other speed block on the other side. There we go. So now we actually have a really long block that says if speed is greater than 25 and speed is less than 45, which will attach to the else if block. So you can see that's a super long block there. Now let's have monkey kick. Now for the else, which will be what fires when neither of these conditions are good enough, we'll have monkey, we'll use a flying kick block. Alright, so if speed is greater than 50, we'll punch. If speed is between 25 and 45, we will kick, and otherwise do a flying kick. So let's run it. So we have enter a speed. Let's start with 60 to verify that punch works. So there you go, monkey threw a punch. Now I'm going to run it again. Enter speed. This time we'll enter something within that range. So we're putting in 30, so it's between 25 and 45. And now it does a kick. And finally, let's enter a none of the above scenario. Alright, we'll enter 20. And there's his flying kick. And there you go. So here we have demoed if block. Now if you haven't done so already, head over to CodeLaamaa.com and download CodeLaamaa for your iPad or Android and give it a try yourself. You won't regret it. It's a game that takes place on Earth 5 in the not-so-distant future. Humans have abandoned the Earth because it's become unlivable, and it's up to you in the animal kingdom to restore it. It can only be restored, though, through the power of code. So you need to learn to code to save it. I know you're up for the challenge, so what are you waiting for? Take care, bye for now, and I'll see you soon.